set up. You all ready?
Are we gonna ever make a song to this?
We probably have to now you mentioned
like,
it.
Yeah, like little, like, what do they call it, a jingle?
Yeah. People aren't paying you to sing on this podcast.
Can we auto-tune that just to make it sound decent? It's just gonna stay like that.
Dude, I'm gonna put auto-tune on that now, and it's gonna be so like I'm gonna change the key on purpose.
And then keep it on the intro for good.
No, I veto that idea. How's it going, you guys?
Hey, welcome back to episode number 4. Is it 4? I think it is 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
F-O-R-E?
If that's how you spell, then yes.
That's one way of spelling it, I guess.
Yeah, if you're talking about numbers and stuff. Speaking of talking about stuff,
No.
Is there something you wanna apologize for? So if you guys haven't heard our last podcast, G said some really offensive things, and we just have to address it right now. So
It's your fault for choosing that subject.
I mean, I didn't expect that kind of outburst, especially if someone like as cultured as you are. But yeah, G, you wanna say something about that last podcast?
Sorry
For what, G?
for the sorry for the culture of Agra and offending you guys for not knowing much knowledge.
That's right.
I mean, to be fair, you didn't know as much either. So
Yeah, but at least I pretended. You just gave up on the listeners, G.
I just failed. I failed miserably. So can we move on now?
And I just want to say, like, we both looked up the definition of agriculture, and it's the art and science behind cultivating crops and like cattle,
Livestock.
and livestock.
Ooh.
So we did do some research, and from the bottom of our hearts, we just want to apologize, and we'll never do it again.
Yeah, we definitely won't talk about agriculture ever again.
Yeah, we actually ripped it up and threw it away, and we didn't want to disrespect you guys like that.
We didn't want to burn it because then that would have been more offensive. So we just threw it in the trash.
All right, hey guys, welcome back. We have a special guest today.
He is special for sure, man. He's dear to my heart, Mr. Hector
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Ensenada.
You have to do your Twitch stream intro.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Oh no,
Don't do it. Do it from like way
I'd
up
have
there.
to go to the next room.
We'll fix it. We'll fix it in post. Ready? All right, everyone, quiet down. Here's Hector's intro.
What's up, everyone?
God, that hurts.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna have to clip that. Oh, it's fine though.
Jesus, dude. Look, you got it on all 3 of our levels.
I know.
Too.
No, but thanks for having me on, guys.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, and for those who don't know, Hector is kind of at the beginning of this process, and we're throwing around the idea. He's in our PlayStation party group.
PlayStation shenanigans.
Where we Twitch stream sometimes, and
Don't watch it, please. Please don't watch it.
No, come watch it. It's a good time.
yeah,
It's
aim
just
for the
us
bushes,
yelling.
guys. It's G yelling.
It's,
Let's be honest.
it's pretty much just me yelling and just dying all the time in Call of Duty.
Insert clip of you yelling at Trace Leches.
Get all the cash leches is so much. Hurry, we got 8 seconds. Get all the cash leches.
So how was your guys' week so far?
Did you guys hear that Chappelle show's coming to Netflix?
I did. I actually
I
saw that
haven't.
on a
What?
couple things. Yeah.
We said that for like every single day for the past like 4 or 5 days.
Since they announced it,
We're that excited.
we're that excited because Chappelle is love, Chappelle is life.
Hector, how was your week, man?
It was good. Good. A lot of working, but other than that, pretty lazy.
Yeah, wasn't it 90 hours?
Totally, yeah.
Isn't that a movie?
Probably.
No, that's 72 hours. No, what is it? 48 hours. That's what I'm
48
thinking
hours.
Are you talking about the zombie movie?
No, the one where he cuts his arm off, right?
of. That's 27 hours. I'm
do
thinking.
you-
I'm
Okay,
thinking of like
now
Eddie
we're
Murphy.
offending people again. We should.
Yeah, I
I'm
know,
thinking of
dude.
Eddie Murphy's.
We should stop.
Eddie Murphy and that other dude.
28 weeks later?
No, it's 48
That's the
hours.
zombie one.
Yeah,
There we go. That's the one I was talking about.
Oh man. Well,
Anyway, enough shenanigans.
let's get this started, shall
You guys
we?
want to get the show on the road?
All right, Hector, you want to start this one off?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hector comes in first.
Get it
for
from the
sure.
hat.
Yeah. Let me see that. Oh, it's your old fedora.
I hate you. You know what? You're not first now.
Round 1.
All right. Overrated brands. Who's going?
No.
first?
Overrated bands.
Bands.
Oh shit. Overrated bands. Who's going first?
He just wanted to talk about Apple again. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Whoops. You caught me in my lie.
Overrated bands.
Do
The Geostorga band.
do like Britney Spears and all them count?
I would say just overrated artists in
It's got to be
general, I
bands.
think.
I mean, like Maroon 5 is definitely overrated now than what it used to be. I think we should stick with bands that are like more than like Like
Yeah,
Van
so not
Halen.
like a singular artist, like he was saying, like a Britney Spears.
Yeah,
or something.
yeah.
All right,
All right.
Hector, you're new. You go first.
Oh man, overrated bands. Can they be local?
You were gonna say G in the Spots, weren't you?
Yeah,
Dick?
I was.
Well, how about the Squid Kids? Huh?
Yeah, they were hardcore overrated.
Yeah, like well, okay. So like I said, definitely like Maroon 5 for me. I used to love them when they first started off. Like songs about Jane was super dope, and then they just like said, "Oh, we have money, let's just go for it."
Yeah,
And I don't really like them anymore.
yeah, they kind of changed from like a rock band to like a pop band, seemingly.
I mean, but also who's in it besides like Adam Levine?
yeah, I got nothing on
Right?
that, dude. Yeah,
It's stupid.
yeah. I know. For me, it's definitely like, and I hate to say this because I'm gonna get shit on.
Just say it.
The Beatles.
That's
100% the Beatles. Everybody loves the Beatles so much, and everything they did was revolutionary. And I'm like, I disagree, because there was a point in the Beatles' career. Some might call it Yellow Submarine. Others might call it a giant pile of shit. But
Don't you talk about Ringo like that, okay?
but there was literally a time where the Beatles could come down and put anything they wanted on like wax, and people would buy it because it says the Beatles on it.
So are you saying that I mean, there's no deniability that they actually changed the music scene, though. Well, for better or worse, they did change the scene.
Yeah,
So
you
would
know
that be
who else
considered-
changed the
would that
scene,
be
though,
considered
is
overrated?
Nickelback.
Oh God, we'll get to that later. But
Yeah.
right now, it's solely the
Yeah,
Beatles.
I definitely think they're overrated, especially for like they did have a cultural impact, but it definitely, a lot of their songs are not as good as people think they are.
I think the songs that are good, but there is a lot of trash in there. I will say that. 'Cause
Like,
I own all
yeah.
their albums on vinyl for the most part, at least all the good ones. But yep. I'll claim that one for sure.
Yeah.
But like there's some that are like just kind of like, why is this a song like Revolution Number 9? I don't get it.
Yeah.
Also, the production is actually like
I hate the Beatles production. I know everyone always jokes about it, but like
it's pretty bad.
it's so weird. It's like, why do I want to listen to like 3 different guitars in my left headphone? I don't understand.
It's stupid.
Yeah.
How about you?
Yeah, what about you, Hector?
I enjoy it. I don't know if you guys would consider this a band.
NSYNC.
No. Well, I guess it's
They're a
kind of
boy
along the
band, that
ways.
counts.
They're another British band, but they actually like were comparable to, or people
Rolling
compared
Stones?
them to. No.
The Who.
No.
Well, you just gotta say it, man.
I can't remember their names.
Oh, okay.
It had like Harry Styles in it.
Oh,
One Direction?
One Direction.
One Direction, yeah. Those guys, in my opinion, were super over.
You know what's crazy about them is that they're actually really good musicians outside of One Direction. Like I actually,
I
love,
guess I've
love Harry
never
Styles.
heard
He's
any
super
of
dope
that,
by
yeah.
himself. Like his solo stuff is actually legit.
Yeah. And
I'm just going off of what I always heard on the radio. And
You don't know
stuff.
you're beautiful, Hector.
and that's what makes you beautiful, Hector.
Did we just do that?
Yeah, we did just do that. But no, I agree.
That was
Like,
reminiscent of a phone call we had earlier.
but no, I agree. Like, I definitely think One Direction as a direction was not as good as when they went separate directions.
All right. Well,
I didn't mean to pun there. That was accident.
That was actually really good.
That was an accident.
so yeah, like the Harry Styles, Lyle Horn, like they're actually doing some really cool stuff outside of One Direction for sure.
Yeah.
You know who's well, I guess who was overrated was like the Jonas Brothers, but I'm actually starting to like them now.
I agree. Like, the Jonas Brothers were some of that Disney pop trash for a long time. And now that I'm older, I'm like, they have some bangers, dude.
What are your thoughts on Nickelback?
Oh God, I hate Nickelback.
I need to open the can of worms because I can understand people will definitely say like Nickelback. I know people will probably say like Smash Mouth was overrated.
Wow, attacking me
Smash
twice.
Mouth.
I'm not. I know.
Attacking
No,
me
hold
twice.
on. I'm not attacking you. I'm just saying like this is what listeners are gonna say. But I mean, of us three being musicians, I think that's kind of. I mean, my thing about Nickelback is they are annoying, but if you go to a concert, and I'm saying this because I've actually done this with Chris, you will actually like forcibly sing along to all
It
the
was
songs.
Yeah,
that they
it was
have
a
out there.
fantastic
that.
show, right?
No,
For Nickelback, it was
they
fantastic.
did. Okay, they did put on a decent show. Damn it, but
See,
but I still hate them.
see, and this is my thing with Nickelback. I don't even like Nickelback that much, but because I like Nickelback 10%, I like Nickelback 100% more than everyone
100
else.
or nothing, man.
Yeah, right. So
No.
anytime I say like, oh yeah, Nickelback's fine band, I think their music is fine, and everyone's like, oh, and just trash on them because they think they're just like the worst band ever, and it's a cool thing to hate on Nickelback, and that's kind of probably why I like Nickelback, because I'm a contrarian at heart. So everyone's like, oh, Nickelback sucks. I'm like, not really.
You know what really sucks is Chainsmokers.
I have not listened to enough Chainsmokers,
Yeah, I mean,
but I still agree.
I think I've listened to like 1 or 2 songs, but
I couldn't even name a single song from Chainsmokers.
But I think so. When you're asking if something's overrated, are you asking it because they're being successful like on a mainstream level, but like in an easy way, or why is it considered overrated?
But no,
Do you know what I mean? Like what makes a band overrated? Like
Yeah,
if they're liked by everyone, then why is that considered? I mean, I understand that it might be overrated for you, but
see, I think that's exactly what overrated means. It's like they're liked by a lot of people, but their music just isn't that good. And that's what makes them overrated.
so like,
It's very
if
generic.
someone says like Ed Sheeran is overrated, why would that be? I don't think he is. I think he's actually really talented.
Yeah.
He's really talented.
Yeah, see, I don't think
that's a bad
people say that.
example.
I would say John Mayer would be a good example.
Oh, he's
People
so
think,
good, though.
yeah, but people think John Mayer is overrated because he writes.
He's so good. Like I know, like Jack Johnson. I could tell you people think that he's definitely overrated.
'Cause he
and
is.
I get that. I hate you so much, so much.
All right, you came at me with Nickelback and Smash Mouth.
I
I'm
was
gonna come at
agreeing
you.
with you, if
I'm gonna come
anything.
at you with Jack Johnson.
I'm just saying this is what people would say, man.
It's his fault you wore a fedora.
I hate you. It's actually Jason Mraz's fault more than.
Oh, I
anything.
forgot about. Yeah, he's overrated too. I think the problem with John Mayer is that he is such a good musician, and yet he writes such pop trash up, and that's fine. Sorry, John Mayer.
You tried to defend him on that one, didn't you?
Yeah, I tried. I tried to defend him. It just
Offend
didn't
him?
want to happen. Yeah. All right, let's get the next topic going.
Round 2.
All right, G, what's the next topic that we got there?
Let's see. This is so amazing. Musicians who everyone hates but are good.
So can I talk about John Mayer now?
That's actually like a good segue. Go for it.
All right, starting the timer. Dude, sometimes we have topics that just coincidentally line up with what we're already talking about.
I think this is the first time now.
No, so we talked about baseball playoffs twice. Last time we were talking about like 2020 or something, and then we drew 2020. This is just like destined to happen almost every single time.
No, what was it last week?
I don't remember. It's continuity. It's what it is. It's production value. That's what people come here for. Anyway, I guess I can finish my story about John Mayer now. But I think, yeah, the reason, like I was saying, that he's overrated was because like he's such a great guitar player and he's such a great musician, and he just writes like shitty pop music about Jessica Simpson, you know?
But I think it's also important to understand that the most musicians, like not even musicians, but most people who listen to music, like that don't know musicianship, have a hard time seeing that. And I think that's, I mean, I get it because a lot of people do hate John Mayer mainly because he's a shitty person, but it's not as if
I think
he's
that's
like
why I like him.
I mean, he's just a great musician, man.
I'm a shitty person.
I mean, it's like Dead and Company, right? Like, I mean, he's with Dead and Company. He's done shows with like amazing musicians. Like that doesn't just happen.
Dude,
to
the John
anybody.
Mayer trio is fire.
Oh, they're the best part of John Mayer.
Yeah, that's only John Mayer that I really, really, really enjoy.
And then another group that I think is like that is Sugar Ray. I love Sugar Ray.
Yes, dude. Hector, have you heard Sugar Ray's first album?
I'm not sure.
So we're gonna give you a homework assignment when we're done recording today.
Dude, it slaps.
Go like on your way home, dude. Look up
slaps
Sugar
so
Ray's first
hard.
album. It slaps so hard, dude. It's so good.
All right, so musicians who people hate.
Well, dude, with me, it's like I listen to different music than you guys, obviously.
So
One.
I swear to God, if you start talking about like August Burns Red or something.
Well, no. I mean, everyone hates that kind of music, so I won't even get into that. But
Okay.
but one, I guess you can call it a band, but he does do solo stuff. Is Dashboard Confessional.
Oh yeah.
I know a lot of people talk shit about that band, but they're so good, man. Their songs are so good.
who's that?
You know,
I'm just kidding. I'm just
okay.
kidding. So kidding.
I was like, they had. If you don't know who it is, they had a song on one of the Spider-Man movies.
That's Saliva, bro.
No.
And they say that a hero can save us. That's all you guys get for copyright.
Why is G like such a singy mood right now?
I haven't sing in a while.
It's because he had a DJ this weekend and didn't get to
He
perform.
didn't get to sing.
Yeah.
Womp womp.
Yeah.
Let's see who else is there that everyone hates. Justin Timberlake. I don't know if
I don't know if anyone hates him
Although his
anymore.
last time was terrible, but
I know, like now, especially us
he's
being
the
kids
best.
in the 90s. Now that we're older, I think we appreciate him a lot more.
I've always loved him. Man.
Oh, I hated all those pop stuff like
Yeah,
NSYNC
definitely.
and Backstreet Boys.
I was never like anti boy band, I guess. I was definitely into Backstreet Boys a little more than NSYNC. But like I could definitely see like the general public always like, I guess the older like musician types would be like, oh, Justin Timberlake, he's just a boy band, blah, 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 doesn't know what he's doing. And then now he went on a solo career and then he's doing what he's doing. He's like, oh my god, this dude's
He's
legend.
really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of who else is there.
I think the problem with this topic for us is like we just can't appreciate almost everybody.
I'm just trying to see like, I mean, I guess you can say like Nickelback, I guess, if we want to go back to that.
Yeah.
That everyone hates. But it's also like, do people just hate because it's like the thing that was in back in the day? Now you just hate that music?
Maybe.
Or?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know, something
Because
that
everyone loved Creed and Nickelback at one point. Like,
Yeah,
let's
definitely.
all be honest.
but there's like
I was never a fan, man.
I guess he was hipster before he even knew he was
You're
a
right.
hipster.
Yeah.
No,
But
I
like
was more
the
emo.
yeah, the type of music that I don't really get, and it's not necessarily I'm not a fan of it. It's just I'm not a fan of the fans. Is like the jam band scene, like Fish. I don't understand. Their music's fine to me, but like their fans, like Trey Anastasio is like the best guitarist that ever lived. One of my buddies loves Humphreys McGee. And like, if he listens to this podcast, he's probably going to start screaming at me because I always give him so much crap that I don't understand why he thinks this band is so good.
You mean Ben Pooh?
Yes. But yeah, like they have some good songs that I like. Like they have a song about a kitchen that's pretty cool. But that's like the mainstream song that everybody likes. So I'm not allowed to like that song.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of a song that's like that is popular but everyone hates. Like Rebecca Black shit, but not Rebecca Black because that is terrible.
Yeah, I don't think anyone liked that song. Oh, whoever sang the "Call Me Maybe," Carly Rae Jepsen.
She's actually really good.
She is so good. I forgot what
Carly, yeah.
I forgot what album that I got, but it's so good, man. And that "Call Me Maybe" song is just like so bubblegummy, and she actually has some like kind of deep, emotionally driven songs. I'm just like, oh my god.
You know who?
Isn't Kesha like a really good singer? Like outside of her, like
Oh yeah, her drunken rap thing that she did. Yeah, yeah. Kesha's definitely
Wake up every morning.
Yeah, see, like that,
That one?
But dude, I love Kesha.
I
She's one of my favorite like female artists.
I'm not a big fan.
Of course you're not, because you
Based
hate
on her-
everything
based on her
that I
music?
love.
Oh man, who? I just had someone too. Post Malone.
Oh, definitely.
I hated Post Malone for the longest time, and I could understand why people hate him. And it's honestly, I think it's more of the way he looks than it is his actual talent. But
Wow,
he's-
that's very boomer of you, G.
but I think that's very true. Like someone with face tattoos like that, became famous, and it just pissed off a lot of people, right?
Yeah.
And like I'll be honest, I didn't like it because I'm like, dude, like you look so like dirty.
Right.
But like there's actually some songs out there, and his production value is actually really, really good.
Yeah.
He won me over for sure. He was
Yeah.
kind of like Bruno Mars. I hated Bruno Mars when he first came out. Now like he's like my god.
You hated Bruno Mars when he first came out?
Dude, Just the Way You Are was the cheesiest, stupidest song ever.
Oh man, dude.
And then honestly, I saw him live. Like I went to a concert, I think for some reason, and I was like, dude, these guys are actually really good. Like holy hell.
So for those of you who don't know, G is like
I love Bruno.
he loves Bruno Mars.
he looks like Bruno Mars right now.
Everything about G is Bruno Mars. Like right now, he's dressed to the T in like a suit with his gold chain. And
that's how I dress up when I'm not playing shows, you guys.
Yeah. So I think it's hilarious.
It's just a really tall Bruno Mars with a beard. Actually,
it's-
this beard isn't real.
bigger
It's
head.
just-
It's not
Yeah,
even
it's a fake beard.
It's a fake beard. But yeah, I think it's funny that you didn't like Bruno Mars and now you're like Bruno Mars is awesome.
there was
Which
something.
I agree with you. I didn't like Bruno Mars like that first album that
Can't
came
talk
out.
anymore.
Oh, timer. No. All right. That's okay.
All right, let's hopefully not get a music one. I want to see what Hector has to say about the economy.
Yeah. Did you put agriculture? Oh wait, sorry.
God,
I didn't mean to say the
economy,
trigger
Don't
word.
say it, man,
I
please.
said the trigger word.
Round 3.
What's next?
The next topic is best culture food.
Mexican.
Hands down.
I think you guys
Next
are.
topic.
I think you guys are a little bit biased. I'm just saying.
Next. Well, now we have like 6 minutes and then 30 seconds to talk about whatever we want. So
I'm
how's the
just
weather?
saying. I think you guys are a little bit biased.
I think I wrote
I
that
think
one
so,
too.
too.
Though, huh?
You did
yeah.
write that one. That was I think you wrote that one just to say how Mexican food owns all food.
You know, so I have a buddy of mine who, well, he passed away a few years back. Bill, may you rest in peace. But he always would always tell me, he's like, G, he's like, if I ever die, and I don't believe in reincarnation, but if reincarnation was the thing, I would want to be reincarnated as a Mexican. And I was like, wait, why? Like no one wants to. Like that's like nah. He's like, it's because no matter like what you guys like, how like your level is of like money wise, like you guys always have the best food. He's like,
Yeah.
and you guys always eat so well, like regardless of your economic status. And I think it's true. Granted, it is like the same like 5 things, but when we mix it up, it's still different and tastes like delicious.
Yeah.
He's obviously never had frijoles
Dude, I love
for 2 weeks straight.
I love that, dude. I honestly I love that. Like I think about it, I'm just like, man, I gotta go to my mom's house just so she can like make frijoles for me. Like I have some at the house right now. It's great.
Dude, I introduced my daughter to like toasting your tortilla and just putting butter on it and like rolling it up, and it's delicious. I love doing that.
I will say
It's like toast but better.
I mean, I will say like Asian food is really good too, and even like I mean, I guess not really specifically because like every region is very different, but it's also really good, especially if you like spicy stuff.
Yeah, and I'm just super into like raw fish, man. Like I'm down with
Same.
like the Hawaiian like poke. I'm down with like
Yeah.
sushi. I just love raw fish.
I guess it is kind of hard because like we're all pretty much Mexican.
I see you side eyeing me like that. I'm Mexican enough, okay?
Yeah.
I've done my time. I ate nothing but beans and tortillas
Hey,
for like 3
his
weeks
last
straight.
name is
right?
Arias, but it's spelled with an S, not a Z, so that's kind of Spanish.
Yeah, because we're from Spain.
You're
that's
kind of
another
Mexican.
good, dude. Spanish food?
No.
Ooh, so good. I love it, dude.
Like what?
I'm a huge fan of Cuban food too.
Cuban food is disgusting.
yeah.
Oh come on!
I didn't like.
man.
So I was in Miami before all this went down, and I was like, this is not good. Like the plantains were all like bland, and it might just be a Miami thing though, because Miami just
Yeah, I was
sucks
like, it
as a
could have
city.
just been where you went.
Soul food's pretty good. It's just comfort food. Like we're just
like fried chicken.
yeah, kind of. I mean, just like that. There's a couple spots in Denver that you can go to that's actually really
Yeah.
good. I really recommend that. Like Popeyes. I'm just kidding.
I actually
No.
wanted to like try gumbo.
Gumbo's
I've
legit,
never
dude.
had
There was
gumbo.
Oh, dude, there's a
before.
gumbo place in Mo Betta is pretty good.
Mo Bet is pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah,
Is that in Denver?
Loveland.
It's
Oh,
like
Loveland.
it's like
It's like
uh,
downtown
wow.
Loveland area.
It's like Louisiana's version of frijoles charros. It's really good. And it's really delicious.
Yeah. So I guess we should, if you guys are down for Mexican food, then we need to talk about the best Mexican food place in Colorado,
A mom's house.
which is Casa Bonita, hands down.
Oh,
Oh, hands down.
Like
dude.
it's the best. The cliff divers are the best. Everything they do is the best.
I hate you so much.
But their sopapillas are good. All right, dude. Whatever you say.
I don't know. I personally can't. I don't like eating Mexican food that's not my mom's cooking.
Yeah,
I'm sounding privileged for sure, and I'm going to be
I
privileged
think
as hell.
Yeah, no, I agree.
No, well, I think it's like the whole like you compare it, and it's just never gonna be.
But
as
it's also
good.
well, it's also regional. I think people forget that Mexico is just like pretty big. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Anywhere
isn't a
you
lot
go.
of like greatly like northern Mexico kind of influenced on a lot of
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, it's like Chihuahua, Zacatecas, Durango.
I know you said words, but
God damn it, dude.
I think those are states.
yes.
Yeah. Yeah, you're from there. You should know this. So okay, what kind of like so here's always a question: is there any such thing as like American food, like something that's like American? The only thing I can think of is like apple pie.
So a lot of American food,
yeah,
from my
good.
understanding, in other countries is like cheeseburgers
Like
Which is
and,
German.
and fries. But see,
I think fries are
cheeseburgers.
Irish.
I don't think cheeseburgers are German. I think the idea of a hamburger is so
Yeah.
like ground beef. But how America has utilized the hamburger into literally a hamburger.
Well, it's because
is
McDonald's
completely
just took
Americanized.
over the world when it came to fast food. But
Yeah, that's true. So I don't know if it has relation
Also,
to
I
McDonald's
have
that
had-
makes it American or what.
I've had Burger King in London and it was disgusting.
Really?
It was so gross, dude.
Probably because it was like made healthily.
Yeah.
And you're like, ew.
I didn't taste the steroids that you usually do here in America. So
Yeah, I need that grease.
Yeah.
But no, but for real, like, is there anything that's like American? So like green chili would be considered like New Mexico, technically like an American dish, right? Because it was kind of incorporated.
Yeah,
here.
so like I think like Tex-Mex and southern,
style,
like
yeah.
southwestern style food, it's like a hybrid dish of Mexican food, but I definitely think it's a lot of American culture on it.
which doesn't make sense that Taco John's went second place. Oh no, it's Taco Bell. Either way,
No, didn't they win first place?
no, Luna's went first place,
Oh,
and then
okay.
it was Del Taco, and then Taco Bell, I think.
I think somebody was trolling because that's exactly what I would do in the. So for those of you who don't know, we're
was
talking
probably
about
Chris.
like
It was
the-
probably Chris.
Yeah, we're talking about like the best of Greeley awards, which is hilarious because we have so many like authentic taco trucks in Greeley, and Taco Bell and Taco John's were on the list, and I'm just like, all right, that's weird. Who are they polling? West Side?
The West Side.
And that's only a Greeley joke.
What about pastries? Best pastries.
Oh man, I don't really wake up early enough to enjoy like pastries
You don't
for
enjoy
breakfast.
pastries in the morning? Do you? I guess like scones and shit like that, huh?
Yeah, like donuts, scone. Literally, most pastries I think of are breakfast stuff.
I think the French have that one.
Croissant.
A croissant. No, just like bakery stuff. Like they make some good bread.
Yeah, I'll agree. That is that like French bakery still open on 16th Street? I haven't been that way in a minute.
Oh
so-
yeah, I don't know.
yeah, I don't know.
What
That
about,
place
like,
is pretty
the-
good.
pan dulce and all that.
Yeah, but the thing I don't like about it's only on the top.
Yeah.
Like if you if you take a bite and if you eat it all first, guess what? You just have pan now.
Well, you have those ones with like the cream fill, there's jelly fill.
Yeah, those are the best ones.
Those are the best ones.
Ooh, and time. All right. You want to pick the next topic, and then Hector will choose his choice for the last one?
Round 4.
Yeah, what's the next topic, G?
Next subject is social distancing.
Well, we're doing that great right now.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, we're about
Pretty good.
5 feet away from each other.
Okay, well maybe we're off a foot, but we're fine.
I'm about 6
I
feet
actually
away
got
from
my
Hector.
mask on.
Yeah.
Wah, 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 wah,
This
wah,
counts.
wah.
Pop filters count, right? Yeah, so what are your guys' opinions on kind of the way, I guess not necessarily social distancing as it is, but how social distancing has affected like businesses and how we go about our day-to-day routines?
Man, I gotta say it's been tough for local businesses. I mean, for any business, I guess, for that. But I mean, me kind of trying to support the local aspect of it. It's got to be terrible just to kind of like reduce everything by more than 50% just to keep open, you know.
Yeah.
And but at the same time, like I get it. Like we have to get through this some way or another, and I just wish that we could find a way to kind of like all cooperate into one specific thing just to get this over with. Which granted is not going to happen like overnight, but you know, I'm all for it. I'm cool with it.
Yeah, I definitely think it's interesting how just like today, like there's arrows on the floor to make everything directional, and no one
pays
really cares
attention
about
to
that.
that.
Yeah. But at least I guess they're trying. I guess that's really the main thing I can think of.
There's just too many people that, you know, that's just it's hard to just have everyone like be a part of that. And especially if you haven't really experienced like the effects of COVID, whether it be directly or with someone you know, like you're not going to take it serious, you know. And I understand that. But that's what sucks is like I don't want to like discredit people who believe otherwise, but at the same time, like I really want to get through this because I need shows, I need money.
Right. Yeah, that's definitely true. Yeah. How about you, Hector? As like your job specifically.
Oh, my job, dude. My job's been crazy. A lot of trying to protect ourselves. Like,
Yeah. Oh, he's an EMT, by the way, for you guys.
we wear pappers all the time whenever we go on calls, like just completely covered from head to toe, and like these giant suits, just sweating all the time. Face shield gets all foggy, but yeah, you definitely see the downside of this virus with like, especially in the older folks. We get a lot of calls from older people who, you know, are in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially in the rural areas, you know.
Mm-hmm. Where they don't necessarily have access to go anywhere.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's a scary situation, man. And it sucks. I mean, it sucks because like we have to go through this. I mean, we're not the first generation to go through it, and we're not going to be the last, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
I just hope that no matter what happens, that we learn from this for the future's sake and document it well enough to see like what we did that was right and what we did that was wrong, and hopefully that, you know, will help us in the future to kind of deal with this better when it comes down to, you know, situations that
Yeah, definitely. Because like and even anything that's came close to this, like, you know, there was like an Ebola scare a couple of years ago, but that was like
swine flu,
Yeah, and that even wasn't that many people.
HIV. That one's
I guess
different though.
Yeah, I guess HIV might be the most comparable, but even with that one, the whole transmission process of that was completely different. But yeah, it's weird how like this specific kind of outbreak and pandemic, I guess, has not really happened in our near lifetimes.
I'm just scared more so that we're gonna get that we're adapting to it more than we're actually trying to fix the problem. You know what I mean? Like we're just kind of like, oh well, this is part of our lives now, and I get that, you know, like that COVID might be part of the flu season, you know, or whatever it is. But
Yeah.
I mean, it does suck to think that we're just kind of like adapting and not really working towards like fixing it together. But then again, there's just too many people here to really. I mean, everyone has their opinion, and that's the beauty of living in America, that we can have that freedom of speech and that freedom of expression. But ultimately, it kind of sucks too because you're just kind of like, oh, you know, we should do this, but no, this doesn't work, you know. And there's like two sides to it. So
Yeah, and I think a big problem too is like because it's so new, the science just isn't there. So people are like, oh well, 2 weeks ago they said this thing, and now they're saying this thing. It's like, yeah,
And then it becomes like a big trust issue.
yeah, definitely.
I think
They
it's
don't know what to believe.
well, even with like social distancing, like I'm a very social person, so like that really has messed with me sometimes because like I love going to like Nuggets games, and the fact that I haven't been like that the playoffs, I'm like,
I know.
Like I want to be a part of. Like I mean, you're a huge Avs fan. You know, imagine if we could have gone to like a Stanley Cup game, a playoff game. You know,
Wow, way to rub that in, dude.
I know. I mean, we're in the same boat, dude. So it's all good.
Yeah, and like for me, like I don't really hang out too much around like at bars or anything like that. I kind of just stay home most of the time. So for me, like my personal life hasn't really changed too much.
It's also just a huge dilemma in the sense of like, what do you do as a person, like as a business owner? Like, what's the right thing to do, right? So, like, the right thing to do, obviously, is to reduce it to like the recommended level, but also like you're losing whoever's not there, like income wise, and like I'm sure a lot of people are going to be so short. I mean, I'm already short-handed from all that. You know?
Oh, definitely.
So like, and it's like, at what point are you kind of like, well, people are willing to come out and risk, getting it for the sake of kind of like a release from it. Like, do I follow that order or do I keep on going back and I lose money, but then they're also kind of losing the sanity of it. It's a weird time, man, especially for a business owner.
Definitely.
So if you guys can, please support local businesses as much as you
100%.
can.
Yeah, I know. We definitely went to our local music shop here and bought some stuff.
Music Depot,
Shout out to Music Depot. Yeah, we were definitely looking for a lot of recording stuff for this podcast specifically and was not able to find it anywhere, like online or even at like the bigger shops like Guitar Center. And on a whim, I think we went to look for like XLR cords or microphone or something.
What was it?
I don't remember, but we just randomly went there to check
pop
it out.
filter.
Yeah, pop filters. So like something super inexpensive that we, could just like drop a few bucks on at the local place. And we ended up buying like a 8-channel interface from them. And it's like, we have literally been looking for this exact interface everywhere. And our local store just happened to have it. So yeah,
Pop.
shout out.
I just wanted to do that.
Are you doing your plosives?
Pop.
Dude, my favorite thing when I do a mic check, I just say, Justin Bieber, please Bieber.
He never does that.
That's a lie. I do that every time. Oh, that's because he took the microphone away from me.
That's fair.
Yeah. So as an ex-bass player for G in the Spots, how's it feel to get fired by G?
Man.
How does that do with social distancing?
It was the worst time of my life.
I hate both of you.
I went
right
into
now.
a spiral, downward spiral.
A downward spiral.
And also
Heavily
being
into
fired by
drinking.
G. I agree. That's
Okay,
exactly
I will
what
say
happened.
I did fire Hector, and Chris quit. So
He actually fired Hector, and I replaced Hector. So there's still.
And then played a show. That's
all right, that's sad. That's sad.
Oh, look at that.
Had nothing to do with social distancing. What the hell?
It's just the flow of
It's a
conversation.
straight attack
man.
on me, man. What the-
That's what happens when you get both of us in the same room.
Hey, here's the beauty of it, though. We're still friends. Oh.
Poor G. All right. So anytime we have a guest on, we decided to switch up the format just a little bit and let the guest choose the last topic that we talk about. The guest chooses the last topic, and then we extend the time just a little bit to kind of bump it up and leave it more open for dialogue between everybody. All right. What's your topic there, Hector?
Final round.
So one that I came up with is soccer.
Ooh, soccer. It's going to be hard for me, but all right. Timer's going.
He says he's Mexican.
You say I'm Mexican when it's convenient.
I've been never. Soccer. We're doing terrible right now.
No, so okay, so I will say I started watching Man U games with you guys.
It's Manchester United. You can't say Man U. It's offensive. Swear to God, it is.
Okay, well I started watching Manchester United.
Or
games.
you can say Man United, but you can't say Man U. I swear. I just learned this like 2 months ago, so that's why I'm correcting everybody.
I believe you. I didn't know. But anyway, I started watching that club with you guys for them to win a bunch of games in a row and make it back to the Premier League. And that was my experience with soccer throughout this summer.
Oh yeah, over
Champions
at,
League.
Choice House.
Whatever.
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm saying, man. I don't
No,
know.
he's
anything.
really new. No, I'm just helping you out, bro.
Oh, thanks, bro.
How did you get into soccer, Hector?
Parents
Being born.
being born.
What's that? Maybe he's born with it. Maybe he's Mexican.
I actually never was into soccer as a kid. My dad used to watch it all the time.
Who's your dad's team?
Oh, America, dude.
Gross.
Águilas all the way. I don't care.
I also, Liga MX isn't really my thing.
Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of it. Like, I'll watch the Chivas America games just because it's like.
So for those who don't know who Chivas in America are, they're the biggest, or like the Yankees and Red Sox of like Mexican soccer.
They used to get in huge brawls.
They still do. I mean, it's weird. I'm not a big fan of Mexican soccer, like the league itself, and same thing with like MLS. Like I'll follow the Rapids just because they're the local team, and I'll try to go to some games every season. But it's just slow. Like once you watch the World Cup, you're just kind of like, that's like the level that I want to be watching.
Mm-hmm. And honestly, dude, like even MLS, they've really stepped their game up.
Yeah.
Since they first like.
But also the announcers are so annoying.
Yeah.
Well, hey, if this podcast gets big enough, they're your name in the hat to start announcing some soccer games.
Yeah.
Like I can't say his name,
It's
but
just, when you watch like British soccer or English Premier League or like the Mexican League, like those announcers are into it. Like they get you into the game, and then you listen to like MLS, and the guys are like, and number 12 passes to number 14, passes back to number 12, gets the ball taken away, shoots, he scores. And it's like, how are you supposed to get into that? You know.
I think it's also kind of crazy too to think like how much it's grown, and not even and the popularity I think is more because of technology than it is like the level of talent that's been there. Because honestly, there's been way more talented players I would say in the past than there has been now.
Yeah.
But like I didn't start getting into Manchester United like until like maybe like 4 or 5 years ago because how the hell do you watch the games? You know?
Yeah, that's fair. Because they are European. They're
like,
different.
what
time
channel is it on?
The time zone's different. The channels are like way different. And then was it NBC that picked it up for one of their broadcasting, like NBC Sports or something?
NBC owns the television rights in the U.S. for Premier League, and Telemundo does too. Yeah, I don't know. Soccer's awesome, and I think it is. They call it the beautiful game for a reason. It stopped wars. It's actually like ceased like battles at times. Like in World War I, there was it was like the truce of Christmas Eve is what it's called, and it was the Germans and English. They stopped like firing for like a day on Christmas Day, and they played a game of soccer in between them, and then they went back the next day and they started the war again. Yeah, it's wild, man.
Dude, that is crazy.
There's also, if you guys ever get a chance, there's a amazing documentary on Amazon Prime that's called, I think this is football, I think is what it's called, and it has 5 different episodes of like different reasons why like soccer is considered the beautiful game, and one of them is about the massacre in Rwanda, and like soccer players survived, like in this specific village survived like the massacres because they recognized them from the championship that they won or something like that.
Yeah,
and it's crazy. Honestly, like it was about Liverpool, and I'm a Manchester United fan, so I hate Liverpool, but like I almost cried because of how like the impact of just like having a soccer team to root for like has saved so many people. It's super crazy.
that is crazy.
Although yeah, they do flop way too much. That's the one thing I do hate about modern soccer.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can say that about almost any sport too.
No, it's specifically
Like
LeBron
basketball.
James.
Yeah.
We can say that.
Yeah, screw that guy.
But yeah, man, I think I started getting into soccer like 2 World Cups ago, and I really only watched like World Cup soccer. But like I
Blow it
learned,
up and down.
no.
is that the same one?
Yeah.
Was that
That was
Mexico versus the Netherlands?
That was 2014. Rio is when it was, and that was cool because it was actually in our time zone, and that made it just more authentic and genuine to enjoy.
Yeah.
So, it is. I don't know, man. Soccer's pretty dope.
Yeah, I agree on that.
Yeah, man, we have to take you to like an actual soccer game, like international soccer game.
Yeah, we
There's
were
so much
supposed
fun,
to
man.
do a Mexico game
In
at
May.
some point. Yeah.
Yeah, man. If you guys can, just go watch an English soccer Premier game. They're, oh my god, dude, like chills. Like that's the one thing I hate about the U.S. is when it comes to soccer, it's not as genuine. It's more of like a fad for a lot of people than it is like an actual passion.
Yeah, because you were saying too, like a lot of the MLS leagues just stole their chance from other clubs.
All of them, not
Every-
even
well, yeah.
like so like I don't know if you guys remember. Was it Iceland or no? It was the World Cup. No, it was the Euro Cup. Iceland had like the skull, the skull clap. Like when they would take a corner. Yeah, and then everyone does it now, and it's just like, dude, like that's their thing. Like let them have it. And so I went to Manchester 2 years ago and saw like an old game at Old Trafford, and it wasn't like a important game, but it was Old Trafford nonetheless, and that was cool, and that was really awesome. And I wish I could have gone when there was like a Premier League game because it would have been like packed and sold out.
Mm-hmm.
And then like 4 days later, I went to go see Manchester United play against West Ham in London, and that was by far the most insane experience I've ever been in. Like people like yelling like death threats like at the ref from like the nosebleeds and like. Every other word is like cunt, and like it's just dude, it was like chills and like loudness and just amazing. And any sport in the U.S. I've never felt that before. Like
dude, have you ever been to Mexico U.S. live?
Yeah.
Dude, it gets pretty. I mean,
it was crazier than that, dude.
Crazier than
it's
that.
Crazier
Dude,
than that.
I know they get crazy, man. We'll go to like the bars early, and then we'll all leave. Everyone who's going to the game, they'll all exit the bars, and then just like march down to the stadium, just chanting and screaming and having a blast. And I was like, man, this is what it's all about.
You guys want to get if you want a really good like way to get into soccer and enjoy like and understand the passion of it, go to any Mexico soccer game. Like go like come with us.
Especially Mexico US. Oh my God.
Because I think
those get super intense.
well, we went to that Bolivia one. Remember? It was me, you, Luis, and Armando.
Oh yeah.
Like those are
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
I got to take it to Mexico game, man. Those are so much fun.
Oh, am I allowed in the club now since you just kicked me out twice?
Well, you're not Mexican, but you can hang out with us.
Okay. Someone has to talk to the police when shit goes down, man.
Jesus, dude.
That was a Dave Chappelle joke.
No, they'll look at you and you're like, I don't know.
I don't know.
He's probably from
I
Mexico
smell some
City.
frijoles on you. Is that because of my fair skin?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you would fit in like Guadalajara so well, dude.
Perfect. I'm probably never going to go there, but I'll put it on the list.
You've never been to any soccer games, huh?
I think I've been to a Rapids game like once, but that was when they first came out and I was younger and
Those
we
are fun
won
to
tickets
watch.
doing something.
We should definitely go. Those are pretty
Yeah,
fun to
those are
watch.
so fun to watch. The crowd's real small. Tickets are cheap though, but they're still so much fun.
Yeah,
to watch.
like I said, I haven't really like gotten into soccer. I barely learned what offsides was like 5 years
yeah.
ago.
That was actually the hardest rule to understand at first, and even now, like, I mean, once you get it, you get it. But like,
Yeah. And then
Soccer's
like, same thing for like hockey for me. Like I used to be into hockey back in the day, like when the Avalanche first won their Stanley Cup. And then now I'm trying to watch hockey. I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, they had a few rule changes.
for those who don't know, Hector is Mexican, but he loves hockey, probably more than he loves soccer,
Yeah, that.
which is
fair to
actually
say.
kind of cool.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No. But yeah, I was just saying they had a bunch of rule changes after the lockdown.
Yeah, because I know there was like changed like the
Let's stay 6 feet
the
away from each other.
offsides.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Like you have to use your stick, your hockey
Your stick to measure it.
to show how far you are. If you're too close, it's a penalty.
That's great. But yeah, I know there was like a big rule change too, like not that long ago as well, where they changed like icing rules and offside rules and how like the double blue line
Yeah,
something.
the double line pass.
Yeah,
Or the
something like
two-line
that.
pass.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got rid of that just to make the game faster.
Yeah.
Lost.
Yeah. So there's there's 3 lines on the ice, 2 blue, 1 in the middle.
I like how we're supposed to be talking about soccer.
Yeah, I know. So it used to be a penalty to pass, like it's literally a 2-line pass.
I'm still lost.
Anyways, it's a penalty. They got rid of it. But yeah, back to soccer.
Yeah.
Beautiful game, you guys. Check it out on Amazon. I think you guys would really enjoy it because it's more about people than it is about soccer, and it talks about women's soccer, which, by the way, they should get paid more than men, or at least the U.S.
Yeah, the U.S. women's soccer team is probably some of the like
Killing it.
They're
top tier
phenomenal, man.
athletes.
And a lot of them are playing in the women's Premier League now.
That's awesome.
It is awesome, man. It's good for them.
Yeah.
I'm all about it.
Oh, and that's time.
All right.
Well, Hector, how do you think your first podcast went with us?
Terrible.
He's never coming back, you
Yeah,
guys.
never coming back.
Well, we really hope you come back, man. This is fun. This
Yeah,
was
I'll come
good.
back whenever you guys invite me if I'm not working.
Yeah.
That was a lot of conditions, man.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know if we can commit to that.
I work twice a week.
But if I'm not working and if you guys invite me and if I'm in this side of town, then maybe.
Yeah. And if I remember things to talk about,
If it's the right temperature out.
yeah,
Is
depends on the weather too. It's winter here pretty soon. It's gonna be kind of cold. I don't know if I want to walk outside.
Was there anything you want to plug in, Hector? Any type of things coming up for you or like that?
I got nothing going on, dude.
All right, there you have it, you
There
guys.
you go.
We will be streaming our video games.
Yeah, you want to throw your Twitch name in there?
Dude, I don't remember my Twitch name.
We'll put it somewhere.
Yeah, we'll put it. Yeah, we'll find a
We'll put it in the description.
yeah, something like that.
But thank you guys again for joining us. We hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful week. I hope you guys voted, and we'll see you once this chaotic week is over. So,
Yeah.
Hector, thanks again.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks
Thank you
Hector for
guys.
stopping by.
For sure.
And as always, guys, if you're listening to this on YouTube, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
And if you're listening to this on anything else, please make sure you hit that follow button. It does help us out with analytics and with getting more listeners. So, thank you guys.
Thanks, guys.
Have a good week. I don't know what this keeps saying.
I don't know.
Like, no one can see me. Yeah.
It's so funny.
I think it's, yeah.
I actually looked over. I was like, the camera.